G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, got the bent little tea tree back again. Got some good growth on it. Still suffering from a bit of sooty mould. I might give it a bit of a spray with a pesticide when I finish this, and then give it a week or so and put some fungicide on it, try and get that under control. But I've been looking at this tree over the last little while. I've decided I don't like it much. Something just isn't right about the whole thing. And I think it's this top section. It just looks weird. It doesn't look right. So I'm going to do something drastic today. But initially I think I'll trim back a couple of these lower pads. Have a think about what I'm about to do. Because it involves chopping the top of the tree off. I just don't know. It always looks a bit strange. It looks heavy because it's large up the top. I can't quite put my finger on exactly what the problem with it is. But I know I don't like it. So I'm going to try and turn it into a tree that I do like. Because that's what this shit's all about, isn't it? Trying to make these things into something that we enjoy looking at. A lot of these new extensions, I'll bring them back pretty hard. Just trying to increase the density of these leaf pads. There's some wire on this branch I probably need to get rid of. Probably should have gone a while ago by the look of that. And you slack off for a month, and these things just try and eat your wire. Bit of bark damage there, but hopefully that'll patch up all right. That is, of course, my fault for not being vigilant. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it on my videos before. The wire should really only stay on these things for probably a month when they're actively growing. Maybe not even that. You've just got to be right onto it, because they just swell so fast. And if you're not watching them, that's what you get, wire damage. This back branch is going nuts, look at it. Probably even be wired down a touch too, that one. A couple of branches I've lost up the top. I may have cracked them when I wired them, done a bit too much damage to them. Not 100% sure. But they died fairly early on in the piece after the last repot. There's a bit of wire on that top branch, probably needs to come off as well. Well, I don't know if it's grown quite as much as that bottom one. So we might not have the damage that we got on that other branch. No. You're pretty right, I think, for that one. Yeah, that one looks alright. There's no bark damage, no wire marks, which is good. I think for a back branch that definitely needs to come down a bit. We will address that in a minute. Oh man. Been thinking about this and thinking about it for weeks, months. I think I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take it off from here. I know that's bloody drastic. I did think about maybe leaving some for some sort of a gin. I don't know. I will do that actually. I will cut it off up here. I'll leave some of that. We'll try and shape that up into a bit of a gin and we'll just see what it looks like. I don't know if that's going to suit the tree, but we'll have a look. Oh no! Oh, bloody hell. Ugh. Just try not to take too much of that bark off. I've never done anything with dead wood, so this is a first. I don't really know how this is going to pan out. Probably a proper pair of gin pliers would probably work better, I'm guessing. You could probably wonder. No, that didn't work either. Probably because it's green material. We like to leave those. There's a couple of little knotty bits up there where there's been branches before. We like to leave them. May just leave that as is now. Don't know if I'm convinced that that will stay. Now that we've got a lean to the tree, I just wonder if it's worth continuing some of these branches out this way, but maybe not. If anything, maybe we bring this side back in to accentuate the weight out this side, or the movement out this side. Maybe bring that in a little bit. This, I think, can definitely come down. That one that's standing up at the back, definitely, or at the front, sorry, definitely needs to come down a little. So I think we'll definitely change that. Yeah. Probably do that now. That wire's probably way thicker than it needs to be. Man, those roosters, you don't even notice them when you're walking around this place. Bet you can hear them on the bloody video. There's probably somebody down there stirring them up. Probably guinea fowls. Just take that down. Take that down. And then I reckon we'll probably prune that back in, I reckon. That'll do. How's that look? That might be better. In which case we can go that way a little bit. Righto. I think we definitely need to shorten this side up. So this is probably also going to be fairly dramatic. Probably shorten a lot of this up. Thinking fairly sparse on this side is probably a better look. At the moment, anyway. I don't know, what do we reckon? We're on the right track? Really rein a lot of this long growth right back in. That actually doesn't look too bad. What else does it need? No, what do you reckon? I might even leave it at that. I'll grab a bit of lime sulphur for that dead wood. Don't really know if you're meant to leave that dry out before you hit it with lime sulphur or not. Probably. It doesn't smell real nice as shit. Rotten eggs. Sulphur, I suppose. I don't know why you'd expect anything else. This is one of the trees where for some reason the mosses are doing really well. I don't know if it's just the type of moss I happen to pick up off the ground. There's obviously a few different kinds. I don't know if they're true mosses or not. I have no bloody idea. But I mean, this is just lush green. This one's throwing up like seed heads. I don't know. I don't even know how mosses grow really, but just how beautiful and green they look. It's one tiny brown patch on the front, but no, just beautiful. I'll throw a bit more dynamic lifter in the little fertilizer cage. Really enjoying these fertilizer cages so far. I just feel like they look so much better than the big ugly tea bag, especially once you get onto these smaller pot sizes. They don't sort of intrude as much into what you're trying to look at. So. Anyway, there we go. I'll let that wood whiten up a bit and it should look really good. I'm actually quite liking that as a style. We may need to make some changes on this top a little because it does lean pretty bad to the back of the tree. But it wouldn't be too hard to grow this back this way. We could cut this main branch at the back off and grow it towards the front. Wouldn't be too hard to do. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Let me know what you think about the drastic change. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.